Come on in, pull up a chair, and take a load off because today I am going to be unboxing and taking a first look at the Dungeons and Dragons Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden Dice and Miscellany set. Say that 5 times fast. This is from Wizards of the Coast, and I'm going to dive in and take a peek at what's in this box right after this. Howdy, 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 gang. Yes, I'm Jeff McAleer, back once again as your host here at the Gaming Gang channel. As I mentioned in the open, I am going to be unboxing and taking a first look at the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden Dice and Miscellany set in just a moment. But first, I do want to remind you, if you like this video, by all means, please give it a quick thumbs up. Subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel if you haven't already, and if you do subscribe, ring that notification bell, because not only will it let you know when I upload videos such as this, it'll also tell you when my live stream, The Daily Dope, airs Monday through Thursday nights right here on YouTube as I bring you the latest in tabletop gaming news. Of course, when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, be sure to visit thegaminggang.com for all latest in gaming news, reviews, and a whole lot more. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Without further ado, we are taking a look at the Dungeons and Dragons Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden Dice and Miscellany set. This is from Wizards of the Coast. It is going to arrive in stores on September 29th, and it is going to carry an MSRP of $29.99. Interestingly enough, the adventure book that this is tied in with is actually hitting stores 2 weeks earlier. It is arriving on September 15th. And if you have not seen my full page through and first look at Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, by all means, check out that video. Get a good feel for what you're going to find when that hits stores. All right, let's swing on over to the other camera because here we have the Rime of the Frostmaiden Dice and Miscellany set. Premium dice for the world's greatest role-playing game. Let's flip this on over. Take a look at the back here. It says Ice Dice Baby. Planning an expedition to Icewind Dale? Prepare for a cold reception by arming yourself with dice that bring the heat. So it includes 11 dice, a player-friendly fold-out map of Icewind Dale and 10 towns, a felt-lined box that functions as 2 dice trays, and 20 double-sided cards with descriptions and illustrations of characters and creatures one might encounter in Icewind Dale. All right, let's get this opened up. Sometimes these are a little tough to get out. Oh, no. See, as soon as I started to say something, this popped right on out easy enough. So let's take a look at the dice first off. So we've got 4 6-sided dice, just like so. We've got 2 10s. Although I have to admit, wait a second. Now, neither one of these 10s, or I should say percentile dice, they are 10-sided dice. But it looks like you wouldn't be able to use them as percentiles because they're both the same exact color. And there's no 10s on this, on either one. It's not the 10s digits. That's unusual. I wonder if this was a mistake, possibly. Of course, I come from old school percentile dice where we just had 10-sided dice. Whoops, as that flies out of my hand. And we would just have one of a different color. So maybe I'd have like red and white or red and blue. So we've got a couple of 20-siders. So that's cool. You get a couple of 20-sided dice so you can roll for your advantage and disadvantage. Got an 8-sider as well as a 4-sider. And the 4-sider is pretty clear. Looks very clear compared to, it still has the blue elements to it. It looks very clear compared to the other dice. we've got these cards in here. So let's put these dice up against this background here to kind of give you a better idea, better feel for the coloration of the dice. Very cool. Definitely like that. That is nice. Although, like I said, very unusual that we don't have one of the dice with the tens digits. It's kind of strange. I have a feeling that that might just be a mistake with this set here. All right, so those are the dice. Let's take a look. We've got the box right here. And these boxes are usually pretty cool. So, of course, somehow we lost the focus there. Don't know why. Oh, you know why? Because it's black. We lost the focus because it can't figure out what's going on with the solid black. All right. Well, we already saw that it is felt lined. So the bottom, which you've got two dice trays. So the bottom is the D&D ampersand with a nice kind of icy look to it. And then the top is, that's kind of cool. Almost, I don't want to say it's a snowflake, it's a diamond, but it also has a bit of a hologram kind of finish to it. So that's neat. For some strange reason, members of the gang, especially my nephew Cameron, have a hard time keeping dice on a game table. I don't know what the deal is, but you can utilize these very simply with board games as well. You don't have to be playing role-playing games to be utilizing dice trays. All right, so let's make sure everything's staying in focus here. So we've got the cards, and we should still have a map. Let's see what's on this. Oh, okay. So this is... Oh, so it's Drizzt. So if memory serves me correctly, because I have not completely finished reading through the entire Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden yet for my review. I'm about halfway through it. But if my memory serves, I believe this is taking place 100 years after Drizzt. I'm pretty sure. So that's kind of cool that we get that. All right, so then let's see. Here's the map. Let's take a little fold-out map. So this is a player-friendly map of Icewind Dale. And the adventure takes place in 10 towns. There are 10 different settlements that the players are going to visit prior to, well, it's kind of like the first part of the adventure. They're going to be kind of going off on little adventures in each of these towns as they visit, and then they'll kind of start piecing together the grand storyline of Rime of the Frostmaiden, and then they will be setting off to the glacier here. So that's cool. What's on the other side here? Oh, nice. Little maps of each of the towns. That's cool. So these are just smaller versions of the maps that are in the adventure. So some of the towns are very small. So like here, that's pretty small. And then others are actually like East Haven and Bryn Shander are actually pretty large towns. They're not cities by any stretch, but they are pretty good sized settlements. All right, so that is the map. Now let's take a look at the different cards. So these are supposed to display things that you may be running across in the adventure. So spoilers, everybody. Just so you know, if you're planning on playing this, if you're not a dungeon master, you might want to tune out. See you later. See you next time. Okay, so here we have, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I won't even be close. So here's the Frostmaiden. Oriel. We've got some awakened beasts. Talked about that there. Black Ice Berserker. The Chwingas. These are like little nature elementals. Some info about that. Cold Light Walker. Of course, we had a little. It looks like the information provided is supposed to be presented by Drist. So we've got Frost Giant riding a mammoth. We've got Frost Giant Skeleton. So far, everything I've taken a look at here, I have seen in the adventure up to the point I've read through. Until we get to the Ice Troll, I have not gotten to that point. So we've got the Ice Troll. Got Icewind Kobolds. Old Bitey, which is a knucklehead trout. I think it's trout. I know they're called knuckleheads. Yeah. Old Bitey. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but it's a Goliath werebear. Then we've got the Nomads. That's some cool artwork. Definitely like that. The artwork on these cards is really nice. So we've got the Nomads there. The Remmerhaz. The Snowy Owlbear. There we go. The Snowy Owlbear. I know there was a charity event that was going on with a plush Snowy Owlbear, and I swear, if I remember correctly, it was a dice pouch, and it was pretty funny. And it was through Wizards of the Coast, if I remember correctly, and it was for charity. So that's kind of funny, kind of cool. The Snowy Owlbear. Got the Knoll Vampire. 10 Towners. The Verbig. And a Yeti. Got the Yeti. And it says, take your dice rolls online with digital dice on D&D Beyond. What do you got on the other side? Level up your dice set. Grab the oversized D20. Available only in the Dungeons & Dragons Dritz and Guer figure pack. So these are 6-inch high premium figures. They are from Hasbro. Very cool. I have noticed that we do see a lot of the D&D dice sets are coming with like really large dice, really like a seriously large D20. In fact, the fine folks over at Wizards of the Coast were sent me along a cool dice bag that had some dice in it, including a really big D20. So we've got the 20 cards with the different artwork. We also have Drizzt as our narrator here. So those are the cards. We have the Icewind Dale map for the players. This is player facing. We've got the cool box that will also be utilized as a couple of dice trays as well. And then, of course, we have the 11 dice right here. And this is everything that we find when we take everything from the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden dice and Miscellany set outside the box. Very cool. Very nice. I like the dice coloring. It's very nice. Definitely dig that. All right, let's swing back on over to the other camera. There we go. All right, so we got to take a peek to see what these look like. So here you go. We won't have to worry about losing focus here. So yes, that's the felt lining on the two dice trays. So we've got, this is the one with the ampersand. And then we've got one that's got the kind of cool diamond there. Once again, the Dungeons and Dragons Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden Dice and Miscellany set is going to be hitting stores on September 29th. It will carry an MSRP of $29.99. That's it for this time out. So once again, let me remind you, if you like this video, please give it a quick thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and of course, ring that notification bell so that when I upload videos such as this one, you'll be notified. But it'll also let you know when my live stream, The Daily Dope, airs right here on YouTube, Monday through Thursday nights, as I bring you the latest in tabletop gaming news. Of course, when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, be sure to visit thegaminggang.com for all the latest in gaming news, reviews, comics, movies, TV. Get your geek on over at thegaminggang.com. So I hope to see you next time. And of course, as I've been closing out all my videos during this pandemic, unfortunately, here's hoping that you be smart and stay safe. Oh, you're still here. Well, if that's the case, let me point out that the things I'm going to be pointing at, if you are just watching the Daily Dope stream, you may not see what I'm pointing at. Usually it will take about 12 hours once the stream is finished for YouTube to allow me to add my end screen. But if you're watching one of my other videos, such as my reviews or interviews, first looks, pastries, what have you, well, then by all means, click right here and you can subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel. If you click right up here, you'll find the latest episode of my live stream, The Daily Dope. And if you click over here, that's going to show you something that YouTube thinks you might like. Regardless, once again, I'm Jeff McAleer, and thank you very much for watching.